There is a spiritual law working for you right now, quiet, powerful, unstoppable. And the moment you learn how to feel the end of your desire, the entire universe bends to deliver it. If you can feel the marriage in your soul, the world has no choice but to mirror it back to you. There comes a moment in every person's life when the heart whispers a truth deeper than logic, louder than doubt, and more certain than anything the world has ever taught you. If you can feel it, you can have it. And when it comes to marriage, the union your soul longs for, this truth becomes even more profound. Most people chase love with fear in their chest, anxiety in their mind, and desperation in their actions. But the real secret is this: marriage is not found. Marriage is felt into existence. Before it shows up in your reality, it must first take shape in the unseen world within you. We live in a universe designed by vibration and governed by imagination. Nothing comes into your life until you have first experienced it in the inner realm. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you embody. So when your heart holds the feeling of being chosen, being loved, being wanted, being married, then the world around you begins rearranging itself like a cosmic puzzle, placing people, timing, and circumstances exactly where they need to be. This is the secret nobody ever told you. The inner marriage always happens before the outer one. Think about it. Every breakthrough in your life first appeared as a feeling. The feeling of, yes, this is mine, even before the evidence appeared. The same law applies to love. When you feel the ring on your finger before it's placed there, when you feel the warmth of a home built with someone you trust, when you feel the peace of belonging to a person who sees you as their forever, then you're not dreaming. You're creating. You're forming the blueprint of your marriage in the unseen dimension, the dimension that shapes matter, people, and destiny. So many people block their own miracles because they keep checking the physical world for proof. They watch their phone, their messages, their circumstances, their delays, and then they decide whether they are close or far from their desire. But that is not creation, that is reaction. And reaction never leads to manifestation. Creation begins when you close your eyes and step into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you choose the feeling over the fear. When you choose the inner vision over the outer noise. Marriage is not a matter of time. It is a matter of alignment. The universe does not operate on your calendar. It operates on your energy. The moment your energy shifts, the moment your vibration matches the experience of being committed, chosen, and deeply loved, the outer world begins to follow that new energetic command. You become a magnet for the person who is meant to walk with you, or you awaken a deeper pull in the one already in your life. Because love is not found through searching. Love is awakened through resonance. You may think you're waiting for a partner, but what you're truly waiting for is your own inner readiness. When you feel unworthy, love cannot reach you. When you feel afraid, love cannot stay. When you feel doubtful, marriage cannot land. But the moment you feel worthy of the love you desire, even before it is physically present, you unlock the door to the timeline, where everything you've prayed for already belongs to you. Feeling is the secret doorway through which miracles enter. Close your eyes for a moment, and imagine yourself loved beyond measure. Imagine someone looking at you like you are the answer to their prayers. Imagine your wedding day, not as wishful thinking, but as a memory your soul already knows. Notice the emotions that rise within you, the peace, the joy, the certainty. That feeling is not fantasy. It's your future calling you. It's your destiny reaching back, asking you to align with it. Because the truth is simple. You cannot feel what is not meant for you. You cannot desire something your soul does not already possess in the unseen. Your longings are not accidents. They are reminders of the life you are meant to step into. The moment you honor the feeling, you activate the timeline where your desire already exists. Most people spend their lives trying to convince others to love them. But you were never meant to convince. You were meant to embody. A person doesn't marry you because you chase them. They marry you because your energy shows them a future with you. They feel your certainty. They feel your inner alignment. They feel your softness, your strength, your readiness. The feeling of married energy becomes a signal that their soul recognizes. When you hold the feeling of being married, something magical happens. You stop worrying. You stop doubting. You stop begging. You stop overthinking. You stop forcing outcomes. You stop fearing loss. You stop accepting crumbs. Because now you know deeply that the universe has already delivered the blueprint of your marriage. It's done, it's finished in the unseen, and the physical world is simply catching up. This shift makes you magnetic. You begin attracting experiences that match your inner identity. The person you love starts sensing the change in your energy. They feel drawn toward you, not because you asked, but because your soul is calling them through alignment. Or if you haven't met them yet, the universe orchestrates encounters so precise, so timed, so perfect, that you can only call it destiny. The world rewards those who dare to feel their future before it arrives. When you feel married before the marriage, you step into a reality where love seeks you out. The delays fade, the obstacles dissolve, the confusion disappears. Because once you are aligned, the universe becomes efficient. It removes everything unnecessary and accelerates everything meant for you. Let me tell you something powerful. Every love story that ever transformed a life began in the unseen. The greatest marriages didn't start at the altar. They started in the heart. Somebody believed before it showed. Somebody felt before it formed. Somebody aligned before they saw. You are not asking for the impossible. You are asking for what is already yours in another dimension. When you feel it, you tune into that dimension. And what you tune into, you pull into your physical world. This is how manifestation works. This is how destiny works. This is how love works. So today, let your heart believe again. Let your spirit relax again. Let your soul feel the truth it already knows. You don't need to see the evidence. You don't need to hear the promise. You simply need to feel the end. The feeling is the contract. The feeling is the wedding ring. The feeling is the ceremony before the ceremony. When you walk through life with the energy of I am chosen, I am loved, I am ready, I am in my marriage timeline, everything around you begins to shift. Your posture changes. Your aura expands. Your intuition sharpens. Your spirit stabilizes. Your heart opens. And when you stand in that level of certainty, the universe whispers, now we can deliver. You are not far from the marriage you desire. You are one feeling away, one moment of alignment away, one breath of certainty away. And once you step into that feeling, fully, deeply, consistently, the person meant for you will rise to meet you. The commitment you desire will manifest. The love you crave will find you. The marriage you dream of will become your physical reality. Because if you can feel it, you can marry it. If you can embody it, you can experience it. If you can live it within, you will live it without. This is the secret you were never told. This is the truth your soul has always known. This is the law of creation, your law, your power, your gift. Feel it now, and let the universe deliver the rest. When you feel the marriage within yourself first, something shifts in the atmosphere around you. You begin to carry the calm confidence of someone who already knows their ending. The world no longer intimidates you, because you have already secured the final chapter in your inner world. Your energy becomes stable, unshaken by delays or doubts. You stop asking when will it happen, and start knowing it is already done. This inner certainty becomes a silent magnet that draws your desires toward you. The feeling becomes the blueprint the universe cannot ignore. You no longer wait for signs. You become the sign. You walk, speak, and think from the identity of someone who is already loved and chosen. And because the universe mirrors identity, not desire, the world aligns with the version of you who already possesses the marriage. Everything outside begins to catch up to your inner reality. This is how creation works. Inner fulfillment first, physical manifestation next. When you stop chasing love, and instead embody the energy of being chosen, everything changes effortlessly. You no longer move from desperation or fear, because your soul now radiates assurance. People feel the difference in you instantly. They sense the worthiness, the stability, the quiet confidence. The energy of being chosen is magnetic. It draws people closer without you lifting a finger. You do not beg for attention because your spirit already holds the vibration of someone worthy of commitment. You stand tall, steady, and aligned, silently communicating that you are not an option. You are a destiny. This energy creates a spiritual pull, awakening a deeper awareness in the one meant for you. The more you embody this chosen energy, the more your world organizes itself around your worth. You become irresistible, not because you try, but because you already know you belong in love. The universe responds instantly when your feelings match the outcome you desire. And this is the hidden code behind every miracle. The moment you mentally and emotionally step into the reality of being married, the universe begins its unseen rearrangements. Your timeline accelerates because your vibration finally speaks the same language as your intention. There is no confusion, no contradiction, no mixed signals. Everything becomes clear and straightforward in the spiritual realm. The universe does not understand words, it understands frequency. And when your frequency mirrors the fulfillment of your desire, manifestation becomes inevitable. People show up, opportunities appear, conversations begin. Life bends quietly to your inner command. You are no longer fighting the flow. You are leading it with your emotional alignment. This is the speed of creation, when feeling and desire merge into one. Your marriage is only delayed when your energy contradicts what your heart is asking for. And this is where most people misunderstand their own power. Wanting something while feeling unworthy of it creates spiritual friction. Desiring love while fearing abandonment disrupts manifestation. Hoping for commitment while expecting disappointment builds an energetic wall between you and your desire. The universe cannot deliver what your energy rejects. But the moment you dissolve the inner resistance, fear, doubt, insecurity, your desire begins moving toward you with precision. Delays disappear because clarity returns. Your energy becomes an open pathway instead of a blocked road. You stop pushing love away unconsciously and begin inviting it in effortlessly. Alignment removes every obstacle that resistance had created. When your inner world stops arguing with your desire, your outer world begins cooperating with it. Feeling worthy and ready activates the timeline where your marriage already exists. And this is the most powerful shift you can make. Worthiness is the key that unlocks spiritual doors. When you believe you deserve a loving, committed relationship, the universe begins revealing the version of life where it already belongs to you. Readiness is not about perfection. It is about emotional openness. It is about saying yes to the life you want, even before it arrives. When you feel ready, you stop sabotaging yourself with fear and hesitation. You stop pushing away the very blessing you've prayed for. You align with the identity of someone who is prepared to receive. And in that alignment, the universe unveils the path that leads directly to your destined partner. Worthiness makes you magnetic. Readiness makes you available. Together they activate the timeline where everything you desire is already waiting for you. The more you feel the end, being loved, committed, and secure, the faster it manifests. And this is the law of assumption turning into reality. Feeling the end removes the emotional distance between you and your desire. When you imagine the warmth of love, the safety of connection, the joy of belonging, you send a powerful command to the universe. You are telling creation, this is my truth, and creation responds. The emotional rehearsal becomes spiritual evidence. Your heart begins vibrating with the frequency of fulfillment. This vibration travels into the unseen dimension and shapes the circumstances that will bring your marriage into form. Every time you feel the end, you strengthen the energetic thread between you and your desire. You collapse doubt, silence fear, and dissolve delay. You become aligned with the version of yourself who already has everything you dream of, and the universe rushes to match the feeling you consistently embody. When you can feel the marriage as real in your soul, the universe has no choice but to deliver it, because feeling is the highest form of prayer. Feeling speaks directly to the fabric of creation and tells it what to produce in your life. When you close your eyes and experience the joy of being united with the one meant for you, you activate a creation already existing in another realm. You step into a spiritual truth that precedes physical evidence. The universe, by its own law, must respond to the feeling you hold with conviction. It cannot deny you what you have already claimed within. It cannot refuse what you feel as truth. What you accept emotionally becomes your destiny physically. The universe simply ushers in the people, events, and timing that align with your inner experience. This is the unstoppable power of feeling the end first. You make your desire real long before it arrives, and that reality must eventually manifest in your world.